What's up, my comic comrades? Recently, DC revealed some huge changes for the Man of Steel with Action Comics issue 1050. More specifically, Superman was given a significant power upgrade, and this power boost was teased and hinted at in the series over the past few months. And now, it has finally happened. It's pretty dope too, so let's jump in and see what his new power upgrade is and how it was revealed to us. The issue starts off with Lex Luthor having trapped Manchester Black. We learn that Lex is using Manchester for his hypnotic control, at which point Manchester asks, "Would you like to know what Superman thinks of you? What he says about you in his darkest moments?" Nothing. Which pisses Lex off, being the egotistical man that he is. This causes Lex to drain all of his power, killing Manchester in the process. As we see Manchester's energy siphon through one of Lex Luthor's devices through a building, engulfing the entire world. We are then taken to India, where Superman and John stop a dam from exploding, after which they return to Smallville to have dinner with their family and their close friend, Perry White. Superman then goes to hug Perry, saying, "It's good to see you, Mr. White. Thank you for coming so far." Perry says, "Superman, I don't know what you're doing here," as he starts to feel sick and pass out. Superman then obviously rushes him to the hospital. Clark then tells Lois, "I scanned Perry with my X-ray vision. It appears he had a minor stroke," but they don't know what caused it. Clark then tells Lois, "Somehow the very idea that I was Superman almost killed him." Clark then gets a call via a secret signal, at which point he rushes to said signal, only to find out it's Lex Luthor who made a watch to mimic the one Superman gave Jimmy Olsen, but with some upgrades. As the two start to talk, we learn that Lex called Superman there to let him know that even though he hates to admit it, the world needs Superman. And that's been proven twice recently during Superman's extended absence on Warworld with Mongol, and then during the Multiverse Mayhem with Pariah. But come on, this is Lex. Obviously, it's not that cut and dry. He then proceeds to say, "But if the world needs Superman, then I will give them the best version possible." Lex then reveals a Superman armor that he made. He then continues to say, "With my mind and resources, just imagine what we could accomplish. I've spent years studying you, and I believe that I could fix you. But to do that, there must be sacrifices. The world needs to believe that you are a god, that you are above them, not one of them. The world cannot know you are Clark Kent." At this point, Superman asks, "What did you do, Luthor?" Lex reveals, "While you were gone, I gathered technology from Warworld and Henry Bendix's little superhuman experiment combined with Manchester Black's powers. He just needed a bit of a push to see his full potential, just like you do." As he reveals to Superman that he used technology and Manchester Black's powers to make everyone on Earth forget that Clark Kent is Superman. And he's revealing this to Superman as he suits up in one of his mech suits. This obviously leads to a fight between the two, but Superman, being Superman, doesn't want anyone to get hurt. So during the fight, he literally punches Lex into space. He then flies up to Lex, grabs his suit, saying, "You've done enough damage today, Lex. We'll continue this conversation someplace safe," as he throws him to the moon. "I'm done with you hurting the people I love and the people of this world." But Lex just retaliates with an enhanced ball and chain from his armor, going off on a long spiel how he's pissed that Clark told the world his identity before he told him during their youth in Smallville. As they continue to fight on the moon and in space, Lex reveals that he killed Manchester Black in the process of using his hypnotic power to make everyone forget that Clark Kent is Superman. Needless to say, this enrages Supes. Lex understandably starts panicking as Superman starts getting much more aggressive now, at which point he uses technology he has embedded in his suit to teleport Superman far away, saying, "Safe journey, Clark." But on the next page, a portal opens up with a voice saying, "You don't get it, Luthor," followed by red energy or lightning hitting Lex. The voice continues to say, "I'm not like I was," as Superman emerges from the portal that he apparently created. Which of course is where we start getting Soup's freshly revealed powers, and it has to do with time. And speaking of time, somehow it's already 2023. I don't know what's going on, but someone is clearly manipulating time. Anyway, if you're like me and find it hard to keep track of your days, you should kick off the new year with a dope collectible calendar from today's sponsor, Trends International. We told you guys about Trends last year with their insanely awesome laser engraved wooden Gotham City map and Star Wars poster. And now is the perfect time to hook yourself up with their officially licensed line of collectible 2023 calendars and planners. I'm talking DC, Batman, The Mandalorian, Marvel, Spider-Man, Rick and Morty, Star Wars, Halo, and the list goes on. It's organization meets fandom, and they offer numerous different formats, from wall calendars, collector's edition calendars, poster calendars that are 11 by 17, day at a time box calendars, planners, and more. Personally, I'm eyeballing this collector's edition Infinity Saga calendar with bonus 8x10 posters. It's pretty dope. All calendars and planners are 30% off in the month of January only on shoptrends.com while supplies last. However, it doesn't include calendar stickers or frames or accessories. But again, shop the 23 calendar sale at shoptrends.com to grab your 30% off before January ends. You know, just put it on your calendar. See what I did there? Now let's pick things up where we left off in Action Comics 1050, with Superman about to reveal his new power upgrade. As Supes returns to the moon from wherever Lex tried to send him, Luthor yells, "What are you doing? How are you?" But Superman interrupts him saying, "My mind and body are stronger than they've ever been. Concepts like weight, distance, temperature, even space-time have largely lost their meaning for me. In moments I can cross the distances that cease to be distance, and I don't need your little metal suits or guns to do it." As he touches Lex, and his suit just completely falls apart, only leaving Lex's oxygen supply. Luthor then says, "Don't kill me." Superman, still grabbing him by the collar, responds, "Of course you would think that. You're going to prison for murder. The next time you think you have the power to threaten my family or kill my friends with impunity, think again." So this is all sorts of nuts, guys. Superman can now create portals that transcend space-time. I mean, let's just recap what he told Luthor. First of all, he says, "My mind and body are stronger than they've ever been." That's right. That right there is a statement, because he's saying he's stronger than he's ever been. Stronger than we've ever seen him in comics, at least in the main continuity version of Superman. Which is still insane, because this is the Superman that has held a black hole in his hand, that has bench pressed the Earth for several days straight, that has literally pulled entire solar systems. And he's saying out of his own mouth, he's stronger than he's ever been. Stronger than that. Essentially saying he has no limits. Whether you're talking about weight, temperature, space, freaking time, nothing can stop this dude anymore. And then with whatever new power or powers he has, he just laid a hand on Lex's armor and it shattered. So can Superman now create and destroy things with just his mind or a single touch? Definitely a touch, because we just saw that in this book, but we don't know the extent of his powers just yet. I cannot wait to see how far DC goes with this and the feats Superman will display in the future. I say it all the time, whether you love or hate Superman, he's the guy. He's the OG superhero. Without him, DC and Marvel wouldn't be what they are today. Because again, Superman is the standard, and it looks like DC is out to prove that he's just that once again. Now after Superman sends Lex to prison, we see in Gotham Superman meet up with Batman and Nightwing. Batman explains to Superman it was a planet-wide telepathic attack, a suggestion that wormed its way into every mind on Earth. The Justice League, Reservists, and the Titans all have psychic defenses set up by Martian Manhunter. Nightwing then says your parents, John and Lois, were protected by the shield we established around the farm. Batman then follows up by saying, but everyone else on the planet no longer recognizes the identities of the Supermen. Superman says, there are photos that show who John and I are. There are articles. There's video. Batman tells him it's not just that people forgotten who you are, the suggestion is so strong that it extends to any image or any media people see. If it contradicts what their mind is telling them, they reject it. Superman asks, why, Bruce? Of all the things Lex could do with this power, why do this? Bruce responds, simple. Lex doesn't like the world seeing you and John as human. Bruce goes on to say, but Clark, is this really such a bad thing? As he continues to talk, Clark realizes there's a big positive to the world not knowing that Superman is Clark Kent once again. We then get a page of Lex in prison on Stryker's Island where it says, to be continued in Superman 1. We are then taken elsewhere in the universe where a version of Kal-El has been killed, with Calvin Ellis Superman saying, we need John Kent, saying to be continued in the adventures of Superman, John Kent. But there you have it, guys. Action Comics 1050. They are setting up a lot of new stories for the Superman characters and just gave Big Blue himself a massive power upgrade, which I have to imagine we'll continue to see in more issues to come. But what do you guys think of Superman's new power upgrade being stronger than ever? I'm personally digging it because that's what Superman is all about. But I know a lot of people hate that Superman is so powerful, so let us know what you think down in the comments. First up for January 18th, we have Batman Superman World's Finest issue 11. The saga of Boy Thunder crashes to a close as Batman, Superman, and the Titans frantically attempt to save their wayward ward. Here we have Hulk issue 11. Ryan Ottley both draws and writes this action-packed issue that finds Hulk playing this planet's favorite sport, the planet-busting God Ball. Next, we have the Punisher issue 9, this epic showdown between the God of War and the Fist of the Beast. But even if the Punisher somehow survives Ares, other forces are already gathering to bring him down, once and for all. Now we have Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton issue 1. With the world in chaos and Lazarus raining from the skies, the Earth's protectors from Krypton are hit hard. In this collection of epic vignettes from in and around Lazarus Planet, we'll see heroes transformed, secrets revealed, and power unleashed. And finally, we have Nightwing issue 100. This is the special 100th issue of Nightwing that you are not going to want to miss. And that's going to bring today's episode to an end. But if you like this video, be sure to check out this one right here. And if you like all of our content, like, subscribe, and comment. It helps us grow. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time when I talk about all things comics.